Do you still have your ham bone and little bits of ham frozen in your freezer? Well, now's the time to use it up. I found this awesome recipe again by Miss Laura Vitale here on YouTube, and this is her navy bean ham bone soup recipe. We're gonna start off by letting the ham bone and the beans cook on low for a while in a big pot with a lot of water. We're gonna add some seasonings. I like to add the chicken consomme, and after it's been cooking for a while, maybe about 45 minutes, we're going to add the chopped up bits of ham that were also left over. While that's going for another 30 to 40 minutes, I'm going to be chopping up some carrots, some potato, and some onion to add it also to the soup. I also have this bag of chopped up celery that I've been wanting to use up, so I will go ahead and add that to the pot as well. And also some extra smoked sausage that I also had in my freezer that I felt would be a good addition to the soup because I did not think that I had enough ham for this soup recipe, so I'm going to go ahead and also add a little bit of smoked sausage. And I'm not sure what happened to the final little clip of the finished product, but that was basically it. I did not add anything else. We ate it just like that for a couple of days, and it was very nice because the days have still been a little bit on the colder side, so it was really nice to have a nice warm soup that we could eat. So this is what it was supposed to look like, and I have added a little clip of Miss Laura Vitale's soup, so if you want to go ahead and check it out, I'll have the link in my description box. So for lunch, I bought this big package of chicken breasts, boneless and skinless, just to make my life just a little bit easier. So I'm gonna go ahead and chop this up into bite-sized pieces, and I'm going to reserve half of it because I want to use half of it for my salads and the other half for my husband's meal prep. I'm frying up some of the chicken fat that I took off from the chicken breast just so that I wouldn't waste the fat. So I want to try and use all the parts of that chicken breast. The fat that I trimmed off is enough fat for what I'm going to cook right now in a little bit. So I'm first cooking up the chicken that I will be using for my meal prep. Because I don't need to add any sauces, I'm just going to season it with stuff like salt, pepper, typically something red. I really like for my chicken to look red. I feel like it tastes better that way. So I like to add a lot of achiote powder if I have some. I ran out, that's why I'm using paprika. So just something to make it look red. I don't know why. It's just a thing that I have with chicken. So first I'm cooking mine, and then I will go ahead and cook his, because for his I'm going to be making a sauce, a creamy white sauce that will coat the chicken. And with this other chicken, I'm just going to cook it the same way, make sure it's all cooked through, and I'm just going to add salt and pepper. I'm going to chop up some garlic and some onion so that I can add it to the pan with some butter, because it will be the base for my sauce. We're going to add some water and some chicken consomme, as well as some heavy whipping cream to make this sauce thick, rich, and creamy. Whenever I'm cooking, I try to check my fridge and my pantry just to see if there's any items that I can use up so that they don't go bad and so that I don't contribute to food waste. So I found this bucket of Parmesan cheese that I've had sitting in the back of my fridge for a while, so I decided to throw that in there. And I also wanted to thicken up this sauce even more, so I went ahead and poured in a couple of tablespoons of some homemade powder cream of chicken that I made. After this, I added 1 bag of chopped frozen spinach, and I let this come to a simmer before I added the cooked chicken. And for some extra razzle dazzle, I added some bacon bits to it. It came out tasting so good. I recommend you go out and buy some just to add it to your salads, to your creamy chicken. I thought it tasted really good. So anyways, I added some bacon bits at the end, and then I went ahead and plated this up into individual portions. For the sides, I am doing a slow cooker mashed potato because it seemed like the easiest thing to do. Just throw the potatoes in there, put some water in, put some salt in, and then as soon as they're done cooking, I will drain some of the water, not all of it though, because I do need some of that liquid in there so that they can remain moist. To this, I add half a stick of butter, more salt, some sour cream because I happen to have some in my fridge, as well as a little bit of milk. I use my handheld mixer to whip it all up. While the potatoes were slow cooking, I went ahead and plated the chicken portion, as well as added a frozen bag of green beans to each of the plates.